Since we talked about Ron Paul also, we might as well get into this. We had Robin Kerner on the show who argued that progressives and liberal independents should be supporting Ron Paul. And increasingly, I think that there's a couple of issues at stake here, one of which is the increased confusion between liberal and libertarian. Aren't we seeing some clear confusion on the behalf of many? Many people who I know to be liberal think they're libertarian, in part because of Ron Paul, but they're not. If we just look at their views, they're not really libertarian.
And the same, we've talked about this before, even between people who call themselves Republicans, conservative.
Sure, we've seen that too.
Who are actually more liberal. So there's confusion all over the board.
Let's just look at some of the issues. I mean, on women's rights, liberals believe women should have the right to choose what to do with their own body, and that the government must make sure women are granted that right. Okay? Libertarians believe abortion is a personal choice, and it simply shouldn't be regulated by the government. I think that that is actually not a pro-life position. I think the real pro-life position is the liberal one. Difference between liberals and libertarians. On drug laws, for example, liberals believe the government should look at drug policies, make them more relevant to the 21st century. Maybe marijuana should be regulated and taxed. We need to look very carefully at the situation. Whereas libertarians say drug use is a personal choice, shouldn't be regulated by the government. Ron Paul in particular says the government should simply legalize all drugs. I know it has worked okay in Portugal, but there's a big difference here. Yeah.
Does that view also apply to, like, say, drunk driving laws, that there shouldn't be drunk driving laws because that regulates the consumption of drugs, or is that something else?
Well, I think drunk driving laws don't regulate the consumption. Drunk driving laws regulate the safety of other people.
But would libertarians be in favor or against that?
I actually don't know. I don't know on drunk driving. I can't assume libertarians are going to say you should be allowed to drive drunk.
Yeah, I think that those laws would stay in place.
Marriage equality, right? Libertarians, marriage is a personal choice, shouldn't be restricted by the government, let the states decide. Okay, sounds somewhat liberal, but no, liberals believe that marriage equality means everyone has the right to marry a legally consenting adult, regardless of whether they're the same or a different gender. And the government should guarantee that for everyone.
The government defends that.
We're not talking here about allowing states that are so far back in the Stone Age that they are anti-gay. So just letting states decide, maybe it's liberal, you're not really against marriage equality, but you're not defending people's right to marry the person they love either. Mm-hmm. Difference between libertarian and liberal. And of course, we have to look at business and regulation, right, Lewis? I mean, liberals believe it is the government's job to regulate corporations, and that if you don't have that regulation, corporations, because of the profit motive, are going to employ predatory practices. We see it. We see it when it comes to people's safety with chemicals. We see it when it comes to taking advantage of people with their money, financial services. We see that. Libertarians say the government shouldn't regulate businesses. Ron Paul says telling businesses to do anything is unconstitutional, and so is investigating them. After BP's oil spill last year, Ron Paul was the only congressman out of over 400 that voted against giving subpoena power to the committee that was investigating BP. Big difference. Why would a liberal vote for Ron Paul? Confusion here, Lewis. Big time confusion.
Absolutely.
What else do you have to add to this, Natan? I mean, am I wrong in thinking that that a lot of the Ron Paul support from the left is actually misunderstanding about liberal and libertarian?
No, you're right. I mean, basically what it comes down to is some of Ron Paul's conclusions and beliefs are equal to what liberal beliefs are, but for different reasons. And those reasons lead him to support other policies that are totally in contrast to what liberals want.
And sometimes it's ambiguity. I'm not against gay marriage. States should decide.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Right.
but you're opening the door to a lot of discrimination when you do that, and liberals think the government should play a role.
And Ron Paul tries to be as ambiguous as possible in debates because, to dumb down his views and make them seem less radical.
Completely. Absolutely.
And he's doing a great job, apparently.
Send me your thoughts on this, david@davidpakman.com. On today's bonus show, X is now a gender option on Australian passports. You can have M, F, or X. We'll talk about it on the bonus show. It's not actually what you think. Also, we see proof of the first two-sun planet. It's being called Tatooine. Star Wars fans will enjoy that. And also, there's two Serbian cousins that are magnetic. Literally, metal sticks to them. And we'll talk about Is that a superpower of some kind? Is it a disability? Make sure you're getting the bonus show. There is now video of the bonus show. DavidPakman.com/membership. Make sure to get one of the David Pakman Show t-shirts too.
The David Pakman Show at DavidPakman.com.